We often think of childhood trauma as something visible, the shouting, the conflict, the moments that leave clear marks. But there's another kind of experience that's much quieter and much harder to recognize, not because something harmful happened, but because something important was missing. This is known as childhood emotional neglect. It's the absence of emotional connection, when a child's feelings aren't fully seen, understood, or responded to. Because there are no obvious signs, many people grow up believing they're completely fine. But internally, they may be operating on patterns they've mistaken for personality. They don't react loudly, they adapt. They grow up responsible, composed, and independent. But certain everyday habits can reflect what was missing earlier. And this is what makes it difficult to notice. Most of these habits don't look like problems. They look normal. When emotional needs aren't met consistently, the brain doesn't stop needing them. It simply learns to function without expecting them. And that adaptation quietly shapes behavior over time. Here are some common habits that seem normal, but may be connected to early emotional neglect. You might recognize more than you expect. Number 1, some people struggle to identify what they feel, not because emotions aren't there, but because they weren't acknowledged enough to be understood. So feelings remain unclear and hard to express. Number 2, they often downplay their own needs, saying it's okay or it doesn't matter, even when it does. Over time, minimizing becomes automatic. Number 3, they become highly self-reliant. Handling everything alone feels natural, not always by choice, but because relying on others was never fully developed. Number 4, expressing vulnerability feels uncomfortable. Opening up emotionally can feel unnatural, so they stay composed even when they need support. Number 5, there's often a quiet sense of disconnection, not intense, just a subtle feeling of emptiness or distance from self and others. Number 6, they avoid sharing personal struggles, not because they want to hide, but because they learned their feelings might not be understood, so silence becomes familiar. Number 7, they may feel like care has to be earned. Kindness can feel conditional, so they associate being valued with meeting expectations. If any of this feels familiar, pause for a moment, not to judge yourself, but to recognize the pattern, because what feels normal is often something learned early. Parents, you don't have to be perfect, just present. Listening, understanding, and responding to your child's emotions can shape how they see themselves for life. And for you, did any of these habits feel familiar? Share your experience in the comments. And if you want to understand the psychology behind your emotions and patterns, subscribe for more videos.